to the Down and Dirty. Man, this is the last subject that we talk about on the show where me and Sean get to really just put out something in the atmosphere, how we feel about this upcoming season, what's going on, what we feel is going on in the season. So, Sean, go ahead and kick us off with your first Down.
I got you.
Man. Kick us off.
I got you. Yo, straight up. All right. So, I have dealt with a lot over this last year, as we all have, dealing with the whole COVID thing, dealing with the whole just being inside, locked in the house, and then being able to finally get out here and go. And then now they're telling us to come back and let's, we know what's going on, politics saying this and this and that. My thing is this, okay? Especially when it comes to the NFL. This COVID thing is a problem. Whatever side you are on about it, it doesn't matter. It is a problem. If we want to get back to what it was like in 2019 or any of those years before, let us just do what we need to do. I get you are a man. You have your thought. Hey, I don't want to get this. I don't want to be. Okay, well, there's rules that go along with it. You got to deal with that. What comes along with it. Okay. At the end of the day, even people that are vaccinated are getting caught up with this mess, man. Okay. I love all of you. I want y'all to come in here and keep talking to us. Tell us that we're wrong. Go back and forth with us. Okay. But I've had too many people that I've known that I can't do that with anymore. Okay. Let's get this thing started. This is going for the NFL players. This ain't to y'all people. Hey, everybody, you have your opinion, do your thing. But for the NFL players, you know the rules of the game. We talked about that girl, Sha'Carri Richardson, the track star. Everybody jumped on her. She smoked some, marijuana, couldn't go to the Olympics. If that's the rules of that, and we got to honor that, there we go. This is the NFL. We want to see these guys play. Let's get this stuff taken care of, and let's move on, okay? We got to make sure we kill this thing. So 2022 is it. Because 2022, we about to come. We gonna be in your living. We gonna be out of your living rooms and your front doorstep, baby. So let's go. Let's go.
Kat Hughes just gave me a interesting fact. She said that the Herndon football team right now are quarantining right now due to COVID. The whole football team right now has to be on quarantine, and we just don't want that to happen during the season. So, like Sean said, the NFL's got to do what it's got to do to make sure that this is a safe game, that we can all 17 weeks and just be happy. No games getting canceled off of some crazy stuff. So I totally agree with you, Sean. That is absolutely true. Man, so my Down and Dirty, Sean, for us today is mental health.
Yes.
Mental health is such a big thing, man. Like Sean said, we just came off of a 2020 year that we had to go through a lot. We had to adjust to a whole new way of life. And I know just like Sean, me and Sean, just dealing with the fact that we couldn't do what we used to do was a big impact on our mental health. Absolutely. I want everybody to remember that these football players have to deal with their mental health as well. I want each and every person, every team that is affected right now, I want them to be able to come up with some more programs. We need to get some programs out there for people who are really going through after this COVID season. The NFL, we have to remember that these NFL people are players. They're not only accountability for themselves, but they're accountability for their families. So we understand with COVID and the vaccines and how they think about it. But if we want the game to be successful and healthy, we got to remember that these people's mental health are important. Our mental health is important. Your mental health is important. So I wanted to put in the atmosphere, man, we have to start reaching out to people. We have to start checking on people because during this time of uncertainty, the thing that we can always rely on is the people that are around us, our loved ones. Check on them. Tell them that you miss them. Tell them that you've been thinking about them. Mental health is something so big. And think about it. These players have to really go through life. Like NFL is literally they're playing the game, but they also have to go through this COVID thing with us. So my biggest thing is what I'm seeing all over the news with suicides and killings and all this other stuff that we have to add on top of COVID. that mental health is a serious situation that we really need to take serious.
Right,
we need
right.
to understand that we need to be the person to reach out to people. We need to be the person to call somebody that we haven't talked to in a while. You never know that your call or your hello, your I love you, your hug could be the first time that they've heard it in weeks. And we are all going through individually, not just me, not just Sean, everybody on this show, whether you guys are on the chat right now, whether you're listening right now, everybody is going through. But the main thing is we got to remember that our mental health is so important. We have to look out for each other. We got to check on each other. We got to make sure everybody's doing good. Now, it's fun to talk about the player and how bad they played that week or how bad they did that week or whatever. But we have to remember that people go through just like us. So
Yes.
at the end of the day, I want y'all to remember that mental health should be the key of this season for all of us, lifting each other up. Because at the end of the day, there's been a lot of tearing each other down. That's why I don't like to listen to the political news, because it's always about this person doing something bad and that person doing something bad.
Right.
And this was great and that person was great. But at the end of the day, nobody knows what it's like to be the president. Nobody knows what it's like to be in these roles of changing the world. So, no pun to Trump, no pun to Biden. We don't know what it's like to be in that position. So at the end of the day, I want us to start caring about mental health, caring about each other. Let's lift each other up and not bring each other down. I don't care who it is. Let's do this as a family and let's talk football. We can start it ourselves. Call somebody this week and tell them you've been thinking about them and just want to know how they're doing. Because at the end of the day, we all we got. Friendship is all we got. Whether it's a Facebook friend that came to your mind or a family member that came to your mind, reach out, because I guarantee tomorrow is not promised. We talked about Omar Williams at the beginning. Nobody knew that he was going to, overdose off of drugs.
Exactly.
But if could have hit him up, reached out, talked to him, that brother, maybe he wouldn't have committed suicide or put drugs in his system, and never know what anybody is going through. So at the end of the day, right now, I declare that Let's Talk Football will be promoting mental health, because we all got to remember that everybody goes through. But if we can look out for each other, if we can all hold each other accountable, make sure everybody's doing the right thing, staying on the right step, I guarantee the world will be a better place. So that's my down and dirty mental health.
I love that. Let's go. Let's go. Absolutely, Janae. Absolutely, man. And listen, hey, to piggyback on that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you something. We really have to focus our time and attention on, especially with people that seem to be the strongest. People that seem to be the ones that are, I'm taking care of everybody else. I'm taking care of this person. I'm taking care of that. A lot of times, those are the people that are dealing with the most.
Absolutely.
I have to. I cannot go this first episode without talking about my baby that is literally moving mountains with these kids, has been doing it, and it has been draining. It has absolutely been draining. But like I told her, like I always know, God he gives his hardest battles for his toughest warriors. Okay? These teachers are going through things, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, they are.
But I'm going to tell you, if you were to talk to her, if you were to go up and walk with her, you wouldn't know. Now, I know, because I get the brunt of all that stuff when I come.
Me too, John. Sarah gives it to me every day.
Right. But at the same time, guys, we absolutely have to take that time. Even if you're like, oh man, they're good, I know they're straight, we don't have to worry about it. Do it. Go out of your way and just say, hey, I was thinking about you. I love you. Whatever you need something, hit me up. That might be all they need to hear. So definitely do that. I absolutely love that. Go ahead, Janae, man. See?
I already know. We always keep it real with the down and dirty, man. I am so freaking glad that this first show was absolutely amazing. Y'all tuned in today. Man,
yeah.
So, man, Sean, when is the show going to happen? When are we going to start doing the show? What day is the show going to happen? What's happening?
Yeah. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen,